Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I want to talk about what I think will be the 10 best items you will be able to craft from patch 10.1.5 in order to make millions of gold. As you probably know, patch 10.1.5 will be launched tomorrow on European realms and today on North American realms. And with this new patch, we're getting tons of new items from old Naxxramass and Sholomans that you will be able to craft in order to make millions of gold. But as I already explained in a previous video, not all these different items are going to be really interesting. Only a few are going to be really profitable. And so what I want to do in today's video is simply explain what I think are going to be the most profitable items and try to help you focus on these ones in particular if you want to try to craft some of them and make some gold with some of them. Also, keep in mind that for most of these different crafted items, you also have BoE recipes and plants that you will be able to farm and sell on the auction house. So these different BoE plants and recipes are also going to be extremely valuable. So this is something you can keep in mind if you don't really want to craft these different items, or you still want to make some gold with them. You can just farm all these different BoE plants and recipes and sell them directly on the auction house. Okay, so let's start with our number 10. And at number 10, we're gonna have a weapon. And this weapon, as you can see, is the Blade of Unholy Might. This blade is something we already have in the game. It's just a different color. And as you can see, this is a pretty cool looking blade. This is a really big blade. So probably this is the main reason why some people might decide to buy it and use it. While this is definitely not one of the best items, this is a unique appearance. Again, the coloration is different than the one we have in game. And this is definitely something that I think a few people will be interested to buy. So definitely if you manage to get the plants in order to craft this, you will be able to make quite a lot of gold. Keep in mind you will need to have blacksmithing with vanilla WoW in order to start crafting this item. Then after that, at number 9, we're gonna have a full set of items, and this is the Glacial Set from original Naxxramass. So as you can see, this is pretty cool, especially I would say the shoulders and the helm. I'm only putting it at number 9 because while this is nice, keep in mind that you can already get this robe in the game since Wrath of the Lich King, and same I believe with the belt. So the only real thing that is new are the shoulders and the helm. Of course, you also have the glacial leggings. But again, I don't think overall these are going to sell better than other items. It's still something nice. And if you have a tailor, you should definitely try to craft and sell some of these. But again, I think when it comes to all these different sets from original Naxxramass, is definitely one of the least interesting ones in my opinion. After that, at number 8, we're gonna have something very similar, and this is the same set, but this time for male. So as you can see, this is the Icy Scale Set. Again, this one is not super interesting. The color is nice, and overall, this is a pretty nice set. But keep in mind, you can already craft some of these with Wrath of the Lich King professions. And also, overall, I would say this is quite a basic set. So still, I think if you have level working, just try to get your hands on these different patterns and recipes and try to craft some of these items. Also keep in mind that usually when someone buys one of these different items, they will usually buy the entire set because like that they will be able to get a full appearance. And also we will be able to get this appearance in the set collection. So it means that many people will be incentivized to actually buy the entire thing. So while again, I don't think this is going to make you millions, definitely, I think if you have a player with level working, try to get your hands on the recipes and try to start crafting these different male armors. Then at number 7, we're gonna have another weapon, and this is this time the Edict of the Redeemed Crusader. So as you can see, this item is really interesting. This is a really big mace, and I don't know, it really comes directly from Vanilla WoW. I mean, the resolution on this weapon is really bad, but it kind of gives a charm, I would say, to this weapon. And also keep in mind, you will be able to actually use some of the new enchants on it. So as you can see, you can really end up getting some pretty interesting things, I would say. So for all these reasons, I would say probably some people will be interested in buying this weapon. But again, this is an item that has a really low resolution, and so probably it's not going to be one of the best selling items. Still something that you can manage to craft, and keep in mind you will need to have blacksmithing in order to start crafting this item. After that, at number 6, we're going to have the same set, but this time for leather armor pieces. So here, as you can see, this is the Potter set. This one is a little bit nicer, I would say. Again, same theme, same everything, and again, you have some of the different pieces that you can craft from Wrath of the Lich King. Overall, I would say this one is a little bit more interesting than the two others, and again, keep in mind, when people will purchase it, probably they will purchase the entire set simply because they want to get the full set in their collection tab. So definitely something nice. You will be able to craft it with leatherworking. I would say this is one of the advantages of leatherworking. You will be able to craft both the Potter set and also the Icy Scale set. So overall something nice, and probably you will be able to get a few very nice sales with this one. Then after that, at number 5, we will have another weapon, and this time this is a staff. This is the Soulscryer. So this one is really interesting because it was completely removed from the game, so this is completely unique. And this is something that actually looks really nice, and I like the animation on it. So for this reason, I do think that a lot of people are going to try to purchase this item. And keep in mind, this is a staff, so it means that a lot of classes can actually use this item. So definitely something that I would recommend you to try and craft. For this one, you will need to have inscription with Vanilla WoW, and you will need 300 in order to start crafting this item. So this is also something that is really nice because it means that it will be a little bit more of a niche market, as there's not that many people probably with their inscription profession leveled up in Vanilla WoW. After that, at number 4, we're gonna have a very interesting item, and this is this shield right here, the Death's Gamble. The Death's Gamble is this really cool looking shield. I would say this is definitely one of the most iconic shields in the game and one of the most iconic weapons from Naxxramass Vanilla WoW. And this is something again that was completely removed from the game, so this is really unique. Even though there's not that many people that can actually equip shields, still I think this is going to be an item that a lot of people are going to try to get on all their different characters that can actually use a shield. And for this reason, I will definitely put it at number 4. Again, keep in mind you will be able to craft this one when having blacksmithing with Vanilla WoW. Then at number 3, we're going to have a really interesting chest piece. And this is this one right here, the Necrotic Gown. Same as the Death's Gamble, this is definitely one of the most iconic items from old Naxxramass and something that a lot of people have been dreaming to use for years. Even though this is something that is only for clove players, I can guarantee you that a lot of people are going to try to get their hands on this, and so therefore probably you will be able to make a lot of sales just by crafting this chest piece. So for this one you will need tailoring, and really, trust me, you will be able to make a lot of gold if you manage to get your hands on this item. Then at number 2, it's not going to be a surprise for anyone, but of course we will have the set for played characters, the Icebane Set from original Naxxramass. This set is extremely nice, and there is only 2 pieces that you can actually craft in Wrath of the Lich King because the belt is different. And this is really something that I think everyone that has ever played a played character has always dreamed to get. So trust me, I think you will be able to make millions and millions of gold with these different items when you manage to get your hands on the different plants. And again, keep in mind, probably people will buy the entire set in order to get the full appearance. So usually you won't have just one cell, but the entire thing. So you can really make a lot of gold with that. You will need blacksmithing in order to get that, and keep in mind, for all these different sets, you will need to farm the different plants and recipes yourself because all of them will be binds when picked up. And finally, at number 1, we are getting a new cosmetic headpiece that I think is going to be really good. This is the Shroud of Forbidden Magic. So as you can see, this is something that looks really nice. It wasn't even available in Classic WoW, so this is really something that is completely new. And I think, again, this is going to be super good to have up on the auction house. Again, keep in mind what's good with this item is the fact that this is a cosmetic item, so it means that anyone can use it. So you will definitely have even more sales with this one. And also, it just goes really well with the overall theme of Naxxramass. So this is why I think a lot of people are going to be interested in getting their hands on this appearance. Especially, for instance, if I'm taking the example of clove players, you will be able to basically look like that very easily. And this is the whole set when you think of Naxxramass and Vanilla WoW. So this is why I can guarantee you that you will be able to make a lot of sales when getting this set right here. And this is something that will be really, really profitable. And keep in mind, if you manage also to get your hands on the recipe, the BoE recipe, you will probably be able to sell it for a couple of millions during the first few days, because people will be really, really interested to get their hands on this item and start crafting them. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I will keep you updated regarding all the different ways to get your hands on these different plants and recipes, how you can unlock these different things in Naxxramass. And I will, of course, also make more guides and videos about patch 10.1.5 and how you can make a lot of gold during this patch. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye.